Greetings and welcome to another Warhammer Underworlds Direchasm Battle Report. Today I'm showing off the new Warhammer Underworlds starter set with my friend Rob. I will be using Drepur's Wraithcreepers against Rob using the Storm of Celestus. This was recorded live on pre-order weekend on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/CanYouRollACrit. And yeah, we basically, we just used the faction cards, partly because it was a struggle fitting in both the Crimson Court and those two new Warbands together. So they kind of drew the short straw a bit, but we kind of wanted to show off how new players would find this. We wanted to see actually how the Warbands would do, because normally I don't do faction cards versus faction cards. And we did toy around doing like our Universal Championship decks, but we thought it'd be better to approach it first as well, how new players would basically. So it might not be interesting to you if you're wanting the most competitive of games. It's still fun, but we kind of focus how much you can push the warbands mechanically just based on their own faction power. And the issue with this is generally a lot of faction card decks are designed to just work outside of the box because, you know, they give you the building blocks and guide you as what the warband's best at. But then you have some faction card decks where the faction cards are more just literally different branching points to go off of. And I think the best example for that is the Crimson Court, because it shows you like you can hunger, you can bloodthirst, or you can inspire, which don't really work with bloodthirsting and inspiring as the same deck, but they work great as jumping off points, or even like cards that focus on magic when the warband's predominantly like aggro focused, stuff like that. So yeah, it should be a really fun game and quite interesting, because my thing is, I think the Drepur's Wraithcreepers are really great as a aggro warband. They generally cap off at 2 damage, but they do relentless pressure to the opponent because you've got the death beat from the patrician, and they're all range 2 and they inspire really easily. And like with one simple like horrifying shriek, and like they can basically inspire everyone apart from the patrician. Whereas the Storm of Celestus are really good at building a defensive net, especially if they have 3 objectives. But even with that, you know, they're limited by their movement of 3, but they've all got range 3 attacks, so they've got threat range of 6, and their faction cards give them lots of tools to teleport around. So yeah, we basically wanted to show off that, and then also Sleek, because, you know, Sleek is really cool, because his reaction is someone attacks within range 2, make everyone go on guard. So yeah, it's basically a championship format game without any championship format cards. So yeah, we choose not to place lethal hexes as well, just to kind of represent if you're a new player just using the starter set. So yeah, before we get into the game, hope you like and subscribe. Comment as to how you thought the game was and like what you'd like to see more, and which warband you'd like to see me focus on next, like the Wraithcreepers or the Storm of Celestus with like championship proper format. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the battle report. All right, let's roll off. I get +1 crit.
Single double, you win.
I've got a double and a crit. I will let you go first. Good luck.
Cool.
Here's round.
I've also messed up that placement, haven't I?
You can change it. I'm really happy with you changing it. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, no, not if you want to put it on YouTube. That'd be rubbish.
Okay, that's fine. We'll go with it.
So, Melissa Starsighted.
I thought it's Melissan. It is Melissan.
Melissa the Teenage Witch.
Oh my gosh, please. No, not this.
It's going to take a shot at Grodig the Lance. 2 hammers.
Yep.
Getting 2 hammers.
Oh, I need a crit. Crit on 1 dice. It's cock. Oh no, it didn't cock. Block. 2 damage. She inspires.
Yeah, I know you normally have your dice up, and it's not that I don't trust you at all, but they're not appearing if you want them up. I don't care.
They're not appearing?
Hey, so I inspire. Do I want to drive you back? Do I want to drive you back? If I drive you back, you just react and push yourself forward. So there seems little point in doing that, so I will pass. Not pass, I won't drive you back. Then in the power step, I will pass.
Okay. I will play Drifting Death. Choose 2 friendly fighters and push them 1 hex towards the closest enemy fighter. So I push Grodig up 1 and my leader up 1. Any power cards?
Nope.
So after your power step, I'll push my leader within 2 hexes of your fighters. And then at the start of my activation, my leader and Grodig the Lance inspire. Okay, let's see what my objectives are.
I hate those guys.
I know, right? They're
Stop top decking pushes, John.
Never.
Top deck 5 upgrades, please.
I will. Oh, I do actually. Oh, yeah, this is. I should have got rid of this hand. It doesn't matter. First activation, my Lance will charge 1, 2, 3. Because, yeah, then he can go on guard. I forgot about that. Yeah, so if I charge in there, because then she can charge. Because if I 1, 2, 3, 4, he can only warning cry himself. Ah, screw it. This is so. Damn it. No matter where I go, you're going to be within range. I think I'm in a bad spot.
Which one of your dudes has 3 wounds? Is it the Patrician?
No, Grodig the Lance and Sire Hackfell.
Oh, so 2 of them have 3 wounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Grodig is just going to charge 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to charge. He'll charge the Griff. No, he'll charge just here. 1 hex away from the Griffhound.
Where's he? I can't see where you've gone to.
So he's charged Sleek, but he's 1 hex away from objective 1.
What?
So if you go down 1, because in movement 4, he's inspired. Yeah.
I think you've got me in the wrong place.
Have I? No. That's where I am. That's correct. Where is Sleek?
Sleek's here.
Oh, okay. Let me change that then.
I've got a little turtle of those 4 fighters. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That makes way more sense. Okay. Ah, in that case, yeah. Ooh, that is a problem. All right, for my first activation. Yeah, my leader will just attack your leader. Free smash with a reroll. On success, I get to reroll 1 dice.
Is your leader range 2?
Yeah, they're all range 2. I just get a single success, so you need a block or a crit.
I got a dodge.
2 damage. I will leave you where you are.
Oh, no. Okay.
Power step, I'll pass.
I'm going to play Healing Tempest on my leader, which is
Oh!
roll a dice on a shield, get heal 2, otherwise heal 1. Don't roll a shield.
Okay.
So heal 1 anyway.
Any power cards? None from me.
Probably. I'm just trying to work out a little order of operation thing here. That feels rubbish. No power cards.
All right, so it's your second activation.
Yeah. I'm going to charge 1, 2, 3, 4 to here.
Yep.
And have a pop at the guy with 2 wounds.
Yep.
So 3 swords.
Yes.
Getting 2 swords.
So I need a dodge or, 2 successes or a crit on 2 dice because I'm supported. I just get 1. So he's dead.
Yay! I scored a glory, John. John, I scored a glory.
A miracle. Christmas miracle.
It's a real thing. I'm a real boy. Does that score me a card? I'm sorry, I'm still. No, it does not score me a card. In the power step.
Yep.
Just trying to. I'm going to play I'll Cover You. If this fighter has not yet made a Thunderhead Great Bow attack action in this round, each time a friendly fighter within 3 hexes is the target of an attack action, this fighter is a supporting fighter.
Yep.
And I will put that on my leader.
Cool. I'm going to try and play the Stuff of Nightmares. So I'm going to choose your Griffhound and roll a dice. On a roll of a smash, he takes 1 damage. I roll a smash, he takes 1 damage.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Take that, bird. Any power cards?
No.
I will use my reaction to push Grodig the Lance 1 step forward.
He's dead.
No, not Grodig the Lance, Sire Hackfell, sorry. Sire Hackfell.
Okay.
All right, so my leader will try and kill your Griffhound. I assume you're going to put him on guard?
Yes.
Cool. So you're on guard supports. I've got free smash with a reroll.
All adjacent fighters go on guard as well.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, actually, Oh dear.
No,
Yeah,
you said it
yeah,
too late.
yeah,
You
I've
really
said it.
doing that? Oh, sweet.
It's my fault. Free smash. I get a reroll. I've got 2 crits. Rerolling.
Oh, John, come on now.
3 crits. He's dead.
Absolute tool.
1 for the kill.
Poor little hound. Well, still, my other fighters are on guard, and that's a thing.
That poor bird. It was like, I'm gonna. It's okay, Rob. So I get 1 glory. Power step. I'll pass any power cards.
Yeah, I'm going to play Etheric Channeling.
Yep.
Play this only in an opponent's power step. The first range 3+ attack action made by
+1 dice, cleaver, and snare.
Has +1 dice and cleave or ensnare. I will choose ensnare.
No, it's +1 dice or cleave or ensnare.
Oh, so it does. I will.
You go with the +1 dice.
Ensnare.
Really? You're not going to go with the +1 dice?
Well, it only means 1 success, and you need to crit out, and you're rolling 2 dice.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'd probably go with the 3 dice because you get free smash. But you're going with you're going in the snare, right?
Yep.
Yep. Go ahead.
And then I'm going to charge 1, 2, 3 to here, and have a pop at your leader.
Yep.
2 hams with ensnare. 1 hammer.
So I need a crit and 2 dice. I don't, so I take 2 damage.
See, snare's good.
Any power cards?
No, pass.
I will spend a glory to give my leader great strength. Well, bitter strength, so he's doing 3 damage. Any power cards?
Pass. Yeah, pass.
I will push the hunter. Sire Hackfell 1 step closer. So yeah, for my 3rd activation, my leader will attack your leader. Free smash, re-rolling. I'm gonna re-roll. Well, you're not inspired. Your leader isn't inspired, is he?
No.
I'm gonna re-roll the smash. So it's 2 crits and a smash. So your leader's dead.
Is he doing 3 damage already?
Yeah.
You rotter.
So I killed your leader. My leader may die. There we go. Power step. I will pass any power cards.
No.
All right. So it's your final activation.
Last. So
you could punch my leader or run into an objective.
I'm going to charge your leader.
Oh dear. So kick is now 2 smash, right? Thank you, Vintrov, for the crits. That is an accurate representation of how many crits I've rolled. Yep.
Hang on. No, because she's fired her great bow, hasn't she?
Yeah. So she's fired a great bow, but she's inspired. What's her inspired profile? Let's look at my blog.
2 for 2. So
yeah, you can either.
I think I'd probably do that anyway.
Yeah, you charge.
It loses me my guard token, but big deal. 2 hammers. 1 hammer.
Let me bring up. Okay, so 2 defense. Need a dodge or a crit. I rolled a crit.
Oh, blow you.
Oh, thank you for my branding. All right, that's any power cards.
Any power cards. I'm going to play Channeled Step and teleport this dude over to Objective 2.
Ooh.
So choose 1 friendly fighter holding an objective that is not within 2 hexes of an enemy fighter. Place that fighter on another objective token that is not within 2 hexes of an enemy fighter. Give that fighter 1 move token.
Yep. No power cards from me. Any power cards?
No.
Right. Last activation. I will charge through. I'll play the drum beat to push Sire Hackfell closer. So I'll charge 1, 2, 3. 2 smash. 3 smash. Sorry, with a reroll. So I've got a crit. I'm going to reroll the miss. I've just got a single crit.
No.
3 damage. I will drive you
3
into no man's land. Yeah, I gave a faction great strength. Power step. I'll pass any power cards.
No, I'll also pass.
Actually, is it okay if I play a power? Oh no, I said it. It's fine.
It's all right. John, we're just learning. It's fine.
I will play Horrifying Shriek because it's faction distraction. So I'll push your her, Millicent Starsight, within 2 hexes of both fighters.
I've just realised, did I roll 2 defence dice for her?
She doesn't get 2 block when inspired, only the leader does.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Only the leader gets 2 block.
Yeah. Oh, rubbish. Where have you pushed her, sorry?
2, so she's in the middle of both my fighters.
Oh, that feels terrific.
Okay, so scoring, did you get anything?
No, I'm going to bin... Oh, I like these cards. Oh, it feels foolish. You hit so accurately.
Yes.
You keep rolling crits. I'm going to keep, and I'm going to bin long ranged, which is an upgrade.
Yep, range 4.
5 new power cards.
I'm
not again. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay.
I scored Deathly Blooms because I just hold an objective in your territory, so I get 1. Someone free. I am going to get rid of Inevitable Advance. I'm going to get rid of Scythe. No, I'll keep that. I will spend one of my glories because I'm on free now. I will give +1 move to Grodig the Lance. And then I will draw 2 objectives. 1, 2. And then 5 power cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so we roll off for round 2.
I think I've got your leader and Grodig the Lance the wrong way around.
I think you have.
Yeah. I'd very much like to win this roll.
I have 2 single supports.
3 double supports.
I will go first.
Yeah.
So, Hackfell inspires.
Is this only round 2?
Yeah.
Where's my warband gone?
I don't know.
Who
Let's
inspires?
see. There, Sire Hackfell, because he's within 2 hexes. Oh, and let me check. And also, at the start of my activation, so does the Patrician inspire, because all of my other fighters are in enemy territory.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my leader will attack Millicent. Free smash with a reroll. Rerolling that. 1 success. So, can you roll a block?
Oh, please. I would like my first successful defense roll.
Hey, yay, you're alive. I'm going to drive you next to Sire Hackfell.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can drive you back. Oh, he's on Sire Hack. My leader's on objective 3.
I'm not sure how that movement thing is really doing me nothing.
Yeah, it is. It's very annoying via webcam. Yeah, power step. I'll pass. Actually, I shouldn't have driven you back. What about the fuck? Anyway, I've done it. So, any power cards?
Maybe. I'm just reading what they do.
I think your Millicent, when she's inspired on an objective, she can reroll defense dice, I think. Let me check.
She gets +1.
+1 dice, yeah.
Actions.
Because the thing is, it's not just her gun, it's any attack action.
Doesn't really help me do anything.
You could shoot my leader where you are.
But that doesn't help me score anything. So what I'm going to do is, she's moved 3, right?
Yep, she's a average lady in movement.
I'm going to charge onto the starting hex on the edge hex.
Yep.
And fire my great bow in your face.
Cool. 2 smash.
2 hammers. Please. I got a crit.
Oh my gosh. Can I roll a crit on 2 dice? Oh no, he's dead.
Yes.
My leader's down.
I've done a thing, John. I've done another thing. That scores me a card.
Point blank?
Yes, point blank.
There we go. I'm psychic.
So it's a huge 2 glory for me there.
In this game, it is.
Right, I can spend some glory now.
Yes.
Oh. I'm going to play Stalwart Defense.
Yep.
Which is Play this only in your power step. +1 defense to each friendly fighter holding an objective in the next activation.
No power cards from me.
Then I'm going to play Swift Step. Choose one friendly fighter. Push that fighter 1 hex.
Yep.
And I'll push her onto an objective.
No power cards from me.
And then I will pass.
All right, I will use my Solemn Beat to push me each fighter 1 hex closer. So the drum beater, my precision is going 1 hex up. So he's now in front of objective 5. And then Sire Hackfell is just moving 1 hex closer towards Millicent Starsighted. Yep.
Is that closer?
Yeah.
Because you were 4 away before. You're still 4 away now.
Oh, no, the closest enemy fighter. No, he can't move, yeah, because the closest would be... Oh, yeah, he'll move on to objective 5. Yeah. For my activation, I'm going to get rid of Vengeance of Nagash because I killed your leader too early. Power Step.
I need to draw a new power card, a new objective.
Power Step, I'll pass. Any power cards?
No.
All right, so then...
Have I got line of sight from objective 2 to 5?
No.
No, I don't, do I?
Nope.
So I think for my second...
Yep.
I'm going to bin Bold Claim, which is a surge for holding objectives 1, 3, and 5.
Yep.
That ain't happening.
Any power cards?
No.
All right. I will push Sire Hackfell only 1 hex closer towards Millicent Starsighted. Yeah, either works. The start of my activation, to smash with cleave into Millicent. I rolled a success and a crit. She's dead.
No, I've got 2 dice.
No, 1.
Oh, no, because you drew a power card.
Yep.
Bugger.
So that scores me.
They don't feel very hardy for Stormcast.
Well, if they were 2 block, they'd be broken. I'd get Piercing Blow, which is cleave. Successful attack with cleave, so what armor?
Yeah.
Power Step, I will pass any power cards.
I'm going to spend 1 and give Aphis Cautious Advance. So after his attack action, I can push him 1 hex.
Isn't it after his move action?
After his attack action.
Oh, yes, it's him. No power card. I'll play Solemn Beat or Somnolent Beat. So enemy fighters in the next activation are -1 move.
Okay.
Any power
I'm
card.
also going to give him... Oh no, that's restricted. That's annoying. Yes, I'm not going to give him anything else.
All right, then it's your 3rd activation.
I'm going to charge onto the starting hex and fire me bow at...
Which starting hex are you charging on? I can't see.
Adjacent, in front of objective 2.
Yep.
And fire my bow at the patrician.
Yep.
2 hams. Getting 2 hams.
Can I roll a crit or 2 dodges? Move these dice. I rolled 2 blocks, so he takes 2 damage and you inspire.
B. And then I'll react and push myself. Well, I'll drive you back.
Yep.
Because I may as well. And then I'll react and push myself onto objective 2.
Yep.
Quite like that. Jump around the corner of a shot.
It's very thematic. Any power cards?
Pass.
No power cards from me. So I will choose to beat both of them closer. So he goes back into objective 5. And Sire Hackfell comes 1 hex closer towards you.
Yeah.
So the start of my 3rd activation, Sire Hackfell will charge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because he's got great speed. Well, faction great speed. So he's to the just in front of the hex where there's no starting hex in front of objective 2. 2 smash with cleave. Double supports. So I miss.
Cool. For my last...
no power cards for me.
For my last, I'm just going to draw a power card.
Any power cards?
No.
I'm going to spend a glory to give Murder Pact to Hackfell, Sire Hackfell. So if he has a supporting fire, he does +1 damage. If he is a supporting fire, he gives the attacker +1 dice.
Right.
Any power cards?
No.
And then I'll spend a glory to give Tearing Claws to the Patrician. So he has a 2 Fury, 2 damage attack, which has Cleave and Ensnare.
Okay.
Any power cards?
No.
All right. So my last activation, he'll charge. So he's just right next to you. So normally 2 Fury, but 3 Fury because he has a supporting, well, because of Murderous Pact. 3 Fury with Cleave and Ensnare. 1 single success because he's got a support. That's 1 dice, but you fail either way. So you take 2 damage, and I will leave you there.
Okay.
Power Step or pass? Any power cards?
I also pass.
Scoring, did you get anything?
I scored Lightning Strike. Score this in end phase if your leader is out of action.
Yep, my leader, not yours. Yep.
Yep. And I scored Zone of Banishment. Score this in an end phase if there are no enemy fighters in your territory.
Nice.
So that's 3 glory in total for me.
You're on 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am. Oh dear. I'll keep my other objective.
Yep.
I'm going to bin Cool Head, Reconcentrate, and Concentrated Consolidation.
Yep.
Easy for you to say. And draw 2 new objectives and 5 new power cards.
Cool. I score Scythe down because 3 or more enemy fighters are out of action. So I get 2 glory. I'm going to get rid of the Hunt Pursues because I have to be in your territory. I'm going to get rid of Heart Piercer. I'm going to get rid of Murderous Accomplice. I'm going to draw 2 objectives. And I'm going to draw up 5 power cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so then we roll off for the final round.
The final round.
Yep. I have a crit and a single support.
Crit and a double support.
Oh, I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
First activation, I'm just going to attack. 3 Fury again with the, what do you call it? With the Patrician. 3 Fury. Crit and a success, he's dead. So I score Massed Blades because I made an attack with the supporting fighter.
Yeah.
So I get 2 glory. Power Step, I'll pass. I should have charged.
Okay. For my first, I'm going to bin Advancing Storm and draw a new objective.
Yep. Power cards. Any power cards?
No.
Cool. Yeah, second activation. Sire Hackfell is just going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's next to objective 4. Power Step, I'll pass.
Okay, for my second, I'm going to bin Great Purification and draw a new objective.
I'm going to, for my third activation, I'm going to get rid of Death's Bound, Unstoppable Death because there's no one to charge.
Yep.
And draw up. Nope, no power cards for me.
For my third, I'll bin Balanced Strategy and draw a new objective. Oh, this is where all the good objectives are. These are great if you're fighting their life.
I'm going to get rid of
2 objectives that are both hold objectives 2 and 4.
Yeah, that's great. I'm going to get rid of the Ethereal Hunters because there's no one to charge.
Yeah. I'm going to bin Crucial Objective and draw another objective.
So Scorian, I went first. I get Death's Bounty because you're wiped out, and Dread Harvest because I've killed 2 fighters. So I get 4 glory, someone 13.
Yeah. I get Righteous Banishment because 2 or more enemy fighters are out of action.
Oh, so you're on 7.
Oh.
Okay, so the thing is, priority that costed that one. Like, if you won priority, I think you probably would have been with a chance.
Oh, I would have got, if I'd managed to pop him, I'd have got 3 glory for that kill.
Yeah. So I think that one just came down to who was going to win priority, unfortunately.
It's interesting. I think you having range 2.
Yep.
Your Inspire condition feels pretty easy.
Yeah, it is.
And such quick access to cleave, it feels really ineffectual rolling 1 defense dice.
Yes, it does.
And also, playing the straight out the deck boxes, it's just feels pure luck of card synergy, whether you've got, otherwise I'm just sort of going, I might as well try and hit something to kill it.
Yeah, I think with this, it's like we're both kind of like, my deck rewards me from just running in and hitting you, whereas your deck is more, you have to be more careful with where everything goes.
Yeah, but then So they have a surge for scoring. This is just from play. Literally, I hadn't read any of these cards before we played today.
Yep.
So they have a surge for if they hold objective 2 and 4 after their activation, and a surge for holding objective 2 and 4 after your activation.
I thought that was after. Let me just double check that.
There's 2 different ones. But if you're doing that, you'd build in a tactical supremacy or a tactical genius or something.
No, it's after your opponent's activation.
Both of them after your opponent's activation.
That reaction, that scoring window is there on purpose.
I certainly wouldn't also run a surge for holding objectives 1, 3, and 5, because there are points you draw.
It's any combination. So it's 1, 3, 1, and it's either any combination of 1, 3, and 5. So if you had 1 and 3, you would score it, or 3 and 5.
But I still wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't run that as well as 2 and 4.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
It's really contradictory.
I would actually run 1, 3, and 5.
Some of your end phases up as well and stuff like that.
I would still run 1, 3, and 5 because you've got that flexibility of going. I could hold 1 and 3, or 1 and 5, or 5 and 3.
Well, no, because I think I'm just saying if I was building a deck for them, because there are ways of moving objectives around, and these guys have a couple in faction or teleporting onto an objective.
Yeah,
I think those things feel quite good. They feel so fragile when you get cleave like that.
Yes.
The fact that you just push near me twice and then you have access to cleave, I'm like, my fighters just die here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
I can do one more quick one if you.
Oh
want.
no, that's okay. Are
you done?
Yeah, we can because I haven't had food since like 9 a.m. So.
What?
Hey, I'm a trooper for the stream, man. You gotta give it to the stream monsters. People want to see these warbands. So.
Yeah. Interestingly, like I say, I didn't read the in-faction stuff. I read the fighter cards and just sort of assumed the, like 3 range, 2 damage. Oh, that feels really strong. Like no one else does that.
Well, I think they're a lot better with the Essentials pack because remember you've got Glory Seeker, Fighter's Ferocity, so you could bait you.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just assuming out the box. If you look at the fighter cards, Stormcast are going to be better, and they're straight up scrap. I don't think that's the case. I think there's probably utility there.
Well, I like what you did set up when you did your web setup because I completely missed it. I was like, that's the way you basically play them like Thundrix. So you want someone to charge you and then go bang, like. But to make this deck work, I think you do need Temporary Victory and Hidden Purpose.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel playing straight out of the box with that. If I'd never played before.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, because
I'm trying to imagine it from the point of view of someone who's learning the game rules and stuff. I'd probably go, can we swap teams and have another game?
Yeah, basically that's where you would just alternate because the thing is the ghosts are they are really fragile. So the leader isn't fragile, but
they're not because they feel a struggle to hit them all game. If you're rolling 2 dice, you're hoping to crit out, and you, like I say, I think the fact they're in Spire condition is easy.
Yeah, it should have been like within 1 hex.
If I charge in and try and have a shot at you before you've inspired, it means you get the inspire quicker, but also one of my fighters is sort of a little fragile and out there, and there's no reward for me really doing that.
Yeah, I think a way you could tone down the.
I'm like I say, I'm not complaining or anything.
No. I think it's right because if you look at it, I have 12 options to. I have 12 times to inspire around a game with 1 fighter because I inspire to check. I check to inspire at the start of every round action phase. Sorry, but your fighters can only inspire once per round. So I think a way they could have toned down Wraithcreepers a bit is, it only came to me now, but if they are within 2 hexes of an enemy fighter while in enemy territory.
Yeah.
Because I think the biggest problem is I can inspire
one. It'd be interesting to see what people do with them I assume that established players will buy them for the sake of completion.
Well, a lot of people haven't because they're like, I don't want the big annoyance is you get 2 double-sided boards and more cardboard tokens.
If you already play AOS, in fact, like Chris was saying earlier, the only thing he doesn't have is the cards.
Yeah.
If you're really, I quite like the Stormcast models of all the Underworlds Stormcast things.
They're the best.
My favourite.
Yeah, they're the best easily.
I like these Fast Strider minis. I really quite dislike.
Yes, because of their capes.
Yeah, they are my probably least favourite warbands in terms of aesthetic. No, second least favourite. My least favourite is Thundrix.
Yeah, makes sense.
Who I enjoy playing with a lot, but I sort of want to go again. It'd be good to sit down and read the cards and stuff, but I suppose it feels a little bit like when I first played.
Yeah,
is I've had that thing of going, okay, right, I get the game a little bit now. I want to fiddle around with some cards and do this and that and the next thing and see if I can make that work and make it better, because they're all right. I don't think I equipped myself as well as I could have there, but
no, it's like, so I think both warbands get very interesting when you add universal cards.
Yeah,
because the thing is, you take like Predator's Trinket for the Wraithcreepers, so they always have cleave, but then you add like Arm to the Teeth, so all your range free attacks have ensnare. Then you have like Glory Seeker, Fighter's Ferocity, stuff like that.
I think we'll see. I can see a sort of control objective build for the Storm of Celestus.
Yes, I see that as well.
The Wraithcreepers, I'm not so sure. I think
they just do aggro. That's their strength and weakness.
Aggro, but I think once they come up against fast warbands with ensnare, they're in a lot of trouble.
Well, the thing is, like you basically, the way I see you playing them is you basically put everything onto Grodig the Lance. I'm not Grodig the Lance, sorry. Drepur Wraithcreeper.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is, your other 2 fighters are going to die round 1 highly in Beastgrave. I mean, in Direchasm, Hackfella and Grodig the Lance, 3 wounds, 1 dodge. Even if they get to Inspired, they will die very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So you just might as well tank everything. Because they got faction, great strength, and speed. So you put all you take great strength, Glory Seeker, great fortitude, their faction, great strength, faction, great fortitude, put it all on Grodig, probably give him survival instincts as well. I took the one that lets you charge again instead of survival instincts. Because I was like, with the drumbeat, you're always going to be in range, but that double charge is really big.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I think depending on how you're running your warbands, if you're playing into these guys, if it's an interesting choice, like do you try and shut down the patrician early doors?
Yeah, if you shut down the patrician, it's huge. But the issue is you sacrifice so much getting to him.
Well, you sacrifice getting to him, but then it's highly likely that 1 or 2 of the other fighters will inspire.
Yes. And you saw how I basically inspired off a distraction and inspired 3 fighters.
You did top deck that both games, push 2 people.
Yeah.
Or push me towards you, and then you were able to push yours up 1, which felt really strong.
Like, they actually murder Swarm Horde warbands, but they really struggle against elites.
You say that, but you've just tabled me 2 games in a row.
True, you're not wrong there.
I can imagine, playing against their Cursebreakers deck, even if they're standing at the back spamming magic, I think you get to them pretty easily.
Yes. This is why they're going to be fun in Warhammer Underworlds Online, because the main problem is you got Cursebreakers going, I'm not going to, but they sit at the back of the board, like touching themselves, casting magic. But then the issue you have is Thorns beat them, but then they just murder the Thorns. With these guys, I can just go, I'm in your face, stab, 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 stab. So there you have it. It was actually pretty close going into it, and then unfortunately I just started getting going because all of my Wraithcreepers were able to get in range via round 2, all inspire and just apply relentless pressure. It also didn't help. Rob wasn't too accurate with his dice, but it was aggro. I think we both had our fair shares of attacks and misses. I I will say it went much better than our first game where I won 14-0, because that was just weird. I don't know. He just completely bricked. Strange. But yeah, I think we kind of highlighted the warbands and their strengths and weaknesses. So I think going into it, if you're just playing the faction cards only, Drepur's Wraithcreepers are far, far, far easier to play. And it's like the biggest thing, if you're introducing someone to the game via the starter set, I'd probably advise, if you're the more experienced player, you play the Storm of Celestus and give Wraithcreepers a go to the other person who's less experienced. Or if you're both equally on the same level, both brand new, just alternate, so everyone has a best of both worlds. We do touch upon that. We do feel that the Storm of Celestus has a lot of potential, while the Wraithcreepers, while they're like quite basically strong, they're still really basic in terms of they're just aggro. It's really hard to tech out of that. And it's quite limiting if you just keep missing, but they're quite accurate. So that's why we think that basically the Storm of Celestus have more depth and would be really interesting to follow through, especially with the adding of the Essentials pack, because they have a lot of objective recovery tech now available to them, even more than just their faction cards, and they have access to like Swift Capture, Hidden Purpose, and Temporary Victory. And you'd probably take Hidden Purpose and Swift Capture, but then you've got Cryptic Companion, so you've got more reasons for your opponent to come near you, and you can start adding more upgrades to make a threat. Because the biggest thing we'd said is this is a warband where you'd probably stock up on a lot of attack action upgrades just to go, I've got my gun, because the guns are great at softening up targets to kill, or against hordes and swarm warbands. So it's kind of a warband that's not great, like on the same level compared to the Drepur's Wraithcreepers. Like it's probably like a 6-4 to the Wraithcreepers. It's still pretty close, but yeah, we think it's best if you alternate, or if you're the more experienced player, go with the Storm of Celestus, because you can always, especially if you're trying to tutor someone into the game, with the Storm of Celestus, you can be a little less oppressive, and you can go like, I've shot you, but this time I'll just charge in with Sleek instead of like trying to wipe out the opponent. But that's kind of going into tutoring in general, which is a different subject I may cover as a video or something. I've covered it as a podcast and articles. But yeah, I still think the starter set is a great product, especially for introing new players. And yeah, there's just a lot of depth to be had if you dig a little deeper. But the warbands still feel balanced, yet pretty good. They don't, obviously, I don't think they can hit too high in Direchasm. But the interesting thing is how I feel they actually play in Warhammer Underworlds Online. But that is another topic entirely. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this battle report. But yeah, please remember to like and subscribe, and comment as to what you thought of the battle report and what you'd like to see going forwards, as well as your thoughts on the Storm of Celestus, Drepur's Wraithcreepers, and the starter set as a whole. And yeah, please remember to follow and subscribe if you want to my Twitch channel, where I'm going to be streaming more Warhammer Underworlds content regularly, especially Warhammer Underworlds Online, because as I said, I really like these warbands, especially Drepur's Wraithcreepers. But I'm streaming more Warhammer regularly. So eventually I cannibalize them for YouTube, but if you want to see them in their raw format, you can do so on Twitch and catch me live. So, until next time, keep rolling crits, even if you're brand new.